Okay, Sujule, and hello to all of you. So today I am here to discuss few things. So first of all, yeah, the weather is pretty cold here. Almost after week long, period of cold. I mean, I would say extreme cold weather here because since 2019 I've never seen this much amount of cold here in Nalanda. And it's I saw the foggy weather, but this time the cold is something very different. It's very bone chilling as well as bone sipping cold here in Nalanda. And compared to Ladakh, people always say that you're from cold region, so you're feeling cold. So I say, of course, I'm a human being, I also feel cold. But in Ladakh, the coldness of Ladakh is little bit different from here, because in Ladakh, once the snowfall started, then we can see a beautiful sunshine. But here, in this last week, we do not even get a chance to see the sun. So that is why it's pretty difficult to spend the daily life here. And that is why I think in a place like Delhi and in the mainland of India, northern especially, people die because of cold. So that is really true, because the cold is something different here, something which is out of my understanding. And also I think one major reason is the global change, or the climate change that we are seeing in the last few decades, I would say. So because of which the Lori, they say after Lori there's a temperature slightly rise in the temperature, but we have just seen the exact opposite. Similarly, in Ladakh, there's a saying that after Spituk Monastery Festival, since at the time there is no proper measurement of temperature, so they measure it with the size of a ship. So that amount of size of a ship, there's a rise in the temperature. So because of the weather and the climate change, global warming, there's a bit of like change in the season we are seeing. And yeah, since we humans have created this thing, so now we have to face the outcome also. No matter what, whether you have contributed to the global warming or not, but still you have to face the outcome also globally. And so that is the main thing. And I think that, and also yesterday I saw one video of Mr. Sonam Wangchuk. He is one of the famous personality, I would say, from Ladakh. In Ladakh there are only few personalities. These days many students are getting position or placement in different part of the world. So yeah, they're contributing and doing their part. But back in time we only have a bunch of people that hold that supreme position. So Sonam Wangchuk is one of them. He's the founder of SECMOL, and everybody know he's an engineer and innovator. So I've been a great admirer of him, and I've never met him personally, but I got a chance to listen to his speech when I was in Jammu doing my PhD. And I was never a proactive student, so I never take part in cultural event or anything like that. I'm just a simple student with a average, I would say. So at one time what happened, I visited there's a function of all Ladakh students. So I went there with my friend, and I got the opportunity to listen to Mr. Wangchuk. He's addressing the student of both Ladakh and Kargil at the time in the Jammu. So at the time he was saying he was referring to, I think, New Zealand or some other foreign country where people are actually putting the value and ethics embedded in the religion without taking the name of religion. He gave me a references of some forest where uh, a place, a comfortable stay was there in the midst of a forest. And everything was there, from food to living, lodging and everything. But there is no CCTV camera or any authority figure to look after that. and after staying there, then the duty is just to clean up everything for the next traveler. And there's also, he also mentioned that there is a one bottle in which you can put some amount, like in a donation way. So and he was giving India as an example, that if you put this thing in India, then the money would be gone in a fraction of second. So although we say India and even Ladakh is a religious place, but then again, when we talk about value, ethics embedded in any religion, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, or Muslim, doesn't matter, but in every religion some amount of ethic is embedded in. So the problem is that we are not able to put all those values and ethic in the practical life. So that is why he is referring to places like I think Scandinavia, then Germany, Switzerland, and many other foreign places where I have not been, but I just listened to him at the time I got that opportunity. So since that, I truly got inspired from his speech and his work, now globally known for. And so yesterday I saw his video. He was talking about the safeguard of Ladakh, and the safeguard which I think the majority of the people support this initiative, because it was the main, I would say, the goal of Ladakh, the purpose of Ladakh, because Kushok Bakula Rinpoche, who was considered as the father of Ladakh, the architect of Ladakh, so he and many eminent leader of Ladakh contributed a lot, and they're still struggling. So now, when I'm not now in support or against any group or political, I do not have any political affinity or inclinations. So because I'm from Matho village, and our member of parliament is also from Matho village, so I do not have any kind of like animosity or any kind of these things with him. He was also striving when we are doing PhD. So he was a very proactive student of that time, always fighting for truth, peace, and justice. I've seen this kind of conviction in him. But yeah, when he was appointed as the uh, member of parliament, yeah, I saw the growing color of fascism or polarization of Kargil and Ladakh in the name of religion. So at the time I give out some comment on the Facebook, in the Ladakh, in the media, because of which many friends of mine actually misinterpreted my view. So at the time I wasn't able to clarify, and because there is no such hate in him, hate for him, because he has contributed a lot. And there is a bunch of our batchmate who is now working in the Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council, and they're doing really a great job in uplifting the rural communities, the communities that are left behind by the so-called elite people of Leh, central region of Ladakh, because there are many far-flung areas of Ladakh which are not that much developed in progress, and for them they have done a tremendous job. But yeah, when talking about the global sort of like the overall direction of Ladakh in the coming future, I definitely would go along with Mr. Sonam's visions, because not only in terms of politics, and I keep religion completely separate away from it, because it has nothing to it do with this. So yeah, he was talking in terms of environmental and global sort of thing, because yeah, Ladakh, after abrogation of 370, it took now I think almost 3 to 4 years to reframe the structure of the state, I would say. uh, there are a lot of things that is associated with Jammu and Kashmir, because of which many youngsters, they had to face a lot of difficulties, and the government is also trying, but still we are now uh, you know getting aware that yes, we are truly we have come under the rule of bureaucratic, and there is no such major power in the hand of Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council. So because of which Mr. Sonamangchuk is demanding sixth schedule, the safeguard, which is essential. Now many people, they criticize the mainland of people of from the mainland of India. So I don't see any kind of this thing, because in our literature, some people say that Mustek pa the Hinduism. So that is the, at one phase of time those literature were written down, and when we went through that kind of literature, our mindset has been shaped by those literature. So we also need to change that mindset, because when we observe the people of India, there are different categories. So some, the pro, they say those are people are little bit different from the majority people of India. So they are also victimized, in one or other hand. So by seeing that thing, and also by seeing the tragic amount of development, uh, we people, I think, should strive and should voice for the safeguard. That is what I felt after watching his video. Yeah, on the ground level, I think there are many dirty politics that is happening in Ladakh also. Many students, I think I've seen them giving the example of Bihar in UP. But if you come to Bihar in UP, you can see some good work here also. So, and Ladakh is also now no more different from the mainland India, because it's a human nature. So whenever there is power, whenever there is greed, whenever there is money, people always get corrupt with, if power is not utilized in a right manner, and if we remain not true with our conscience. So there are a lot of bunch of people with whom I truly have hope that they will come out of their role, come out of their position, and equivocally, they will definitely voice for the safeguard, not only for the future but the present situation also, where many students and people are truly they're not satisfied, they're not happy. So for that, I think we need to stand in solidarity with Mr. Sonamangchuk. Yeah, on a personal level, many people have different vision, different agendas that are on the, all that are on the personal level only. But and I hope there are many youngsters also who want to raise their voice, but due to some obligation, they can't raise their voice. So because of which, there are, we are seeing, this demand is being neglected by the central government. So um, I saw that polarization within the Ladakh, just when we get the union territory, and the messages that are being spread at the time in the the social networking site, and the ground realities to some extent not matching. And few of the politicians also, they have certain obligation, because of which they have to come and join the vegetarian and support their celebrate the gift that we have received. But yeah, there is this hope that that in future we will get the safeguard. But now, even after doing all the formalities for 2 3 years, if the if they're still trying to dilute the solution, then I think we all should come forward and stand with Mr. Sonam Wangchuk and the apex body. The great leaders are there, Mr. Thupsan Sivam, and many eminent leaders and youngsters are there. So I'm here from Nalanda supporting this concept of like this initiative of like six schedule, because in the long run it will definitely help Ladakh not to keep us separate or totally like untouched from the mainland India, but just to protect few like basic thing like culture, as they say, the environmental safety, because Ladakh is truly a fragile ecosystem, and it has a fragile ecosystem, and if we do not maintain, if we do not make a sensible development, it would be a drastic or destructive thing later, in the outcome. The outcome will be destructive after few decades. So for the betterment of the entire humanity or entire people of India, I would truly go along with the vision of Mr. Sonam Wangchuk at this point. And I truly hope, because since we have no inclination with any party or like politics kind of thing, but I really do hope that our leader would understand this. And I'm truly proud that there are many people from my village, they're doing great job. But yes, of course, at this point I truly hope that they will come forward, they will leave they will leave their particular role behind, and come forward to get this safeguard back for the betterment of our people and of our coming generations. So that's I want to say. Thank you so much and have a good day.